Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm reviewing Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This is the seventh and last book of the Throne of Glass series, and I got to be honest and say that I've been afraid of finishing these books. I knew it was going to hurt, but I was also very curious to know more of the lore and how things would end. Aline Galathians has vowed to save her people, but at a tremendous cost. Locked within an iron coffin by the Queen of the Fae, Eileen must draw upon her fiery will as she endures months of torture. The knowledge that wielding to Maeve will doom those she loves keeps her from breaking, but her resolve is unraveling with each passing day. With Eileen captured, her friends and allies are scattered to different fates. Some bonds will grow even deeper, while others will be severed forever. As destinies weave together at last, all must fight if Aurelia is to have any hope of salvation. So, this book has been super intense. I don't even know where to begin, but to say that I laughed and cried. I was so emotional through it all, and in a weird way, I felt like I was with these characters living what they were living and trying to survive it all. I feel like the story is very complex, and I don't want to spoil anything from the ending of this series. But what a roller coaster of a book. Everything is so fast, but also in the right time, and we learn so many new things and so many details that felt like they were on the series in the very first books. Um, it's impressive the world building that the author created. Also, it's so amazing that we get so many different perspectives during the story. I know it had to be that way in order for us to understand what was happening in each of the points where the story was progressing. I don't even feel like it was confusing because it felt so natural to jump around in the different moments and cities in order to understand what was happening. It also gave the reader a lot of anxiety. If a chapter ended in a cliffhanger and the next one started in a different perspective, that shit killed me. It was that addicting feeling to keep reading and knowing where the story was headed. Trying to enter in the plot and the characters, I feel like the story was filled with encounters and new beginnings, a few endings, especially for some of those characters, but also new beginnings and friendships. I feel like at the start it was more allies and that were brought together by their sense of duty and loyalty to Eileen. But in the end, a lot of these people became close and kind of an extended family. They went through it together, they lost and won together. That feeling was both heartbreaking and emotional. With Eileen, I got to say that that woman went through it all. I just wanted to protect her by the end of the series, and I wanted to just be, and I wanted her to just be in peace forever. No more drama, just a life filled with love, with Rowan, and friendship with our friend and our court. Every time I thought that there was nothing more that could happen, a new thing would happen. And I'm so glad that it was finally over for her. She just needed to rest. Even though we got so many new friendships and relationships, I have to give a few shout outs. Cowell and Dorian kept stealing my heart. I loved their individual stories and how they connected with the main story and other characters, but also their meeting made me cry so hard. It was not to mention when they saw Eileen again. The story began with this trio, and I'm happy it ended with them once again together. Manon and the 13 were deeply special to me. I cried a lot with them, but the undying love they shared and how they fought together and protected each other for a better world. It was beautiful. I love the premises of returning home and building a new world order. I loved how Menon just became so much more, and I would totally read a side story of her and Dorian, please. And finally, Eileen's court. The Fae and Elite, Adian, and Lysandra too. I love them all and how they believed in Eileen and the future she was promising. Their dynamic was so funny to me to see her in a lot of moments, especially in the beginning. But it was so important to me to see her surrounded by people she trusted and how different they were from her. None of them were afraid to call each other out, and it was so interesting to know that they would be an incredible core and would always be by each other's side. So definitely going to read the last Sarah J. Maas series that I've left, called Crescent City. I'm ready to be hurt again, and I heard all good things on this series. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at ritasbookclub for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!